Let's talk about our desires. And I'm not talking about wanting to purchase something new. No, 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 no. I'm talking about wanting to restart the self-destructive patterns, the addictions, the soft addictions, the habits that you've worked hard at getting rid of for the past month or 2 or 3. And then now it's a Thursday night, you're by yourself, your laptop is right there, it's just a quick peek on a porn website, your phone is over there, you can order some pizza and it will be there in a minute, and you just want to take a night to yourself. And you get to justify that to yourself, right? Because you've done so well for the past month, for 2 months. And it's like, oh, that mind, that voice kicks in. I'll just do it tonight. Tomorrow morning I'll wake up, I'll feel better about it, and then I'll get back on the track again, right? I'll get back. I'll start the next month well. It's like, I don't know, August 28th. I'll start September, right? Listen, what I want to talk about in this video is that there is need for a reminder for yourself. A reminder that reminds you when that feeling kicks in that, oh, I'll give in tonight. No one's watching. I'm here by myself. When that feeling kicks in, man, you got to remind yourself that those choices will be there. The old you will be there. The old you will never run away. It's always going to be inside you. The old me is always in here. It ain't going anywhere. And you made a choice. You made a choice to move on. And that choice is a daily choice. So there's no long commitment. It's not like you have to sign a contract with yourself. No, it's cool if that works for you, but for most of us that doesn't. So there's no pressure for you to break your own promises to yourself. In fact, if you break the promise to yourself, guess what? Tomorrow morning you wake up and you're right. You will do it all over again because you are strong enough. You are powerful. You've done it before. You have quitted porn for a month, 2, 3. You have not eaten the pizza late at night from a junk food chain for the past 6 months. I don't know. You have proven to yourself that you can do this. And yet you're here with that desire and you're about to relapse. And I use the word relapse cautiously, but appropriately, because that's what this is. We are a generation of addicts. I'm addicted to this phone that I'm recording the video on. I'm addicted to the lens that's right behind it, and I use it for the YouTube channel and everything else, right? I'm addicted to so many tiny things that I'm dependent on, whereas my ancestors had no, like, they were oblivious. They didn't know any of this. Like, if my great grandparents come to life after 1,000 years and I put them in this apartment, they're going to be shocked. They're just going to find a bunch of junk and not know what to do with any of it. And every item costs hundreds and thousands of dollars here, right? It is crazy the way we have become accustomed to the life that we're living today. So there's no shame in the word, in the usage of the word relapse. In fact, we should be using it because it's a serious game we're playing. We're playing the game of your life, the game of my life. What you have to lose is your life. And you're not going to die young from eating the pizza late at night. You're probably not going to die young from jerking off to the hot girl on the internet and not going out and saying hi to beautiful women the next day. You're probably not going to die young. I get it. And because of that, unfortunately, it's too easy to do those things and just numb yourself out. But you're not going to live to the highest potential of what you could have achieved and what you could have done with your life. And that is a shame. That is a shame because, as I just spoke about our ancestors, right? People for generations and generations have given their lives, their time, their livelihood, their efforts, their energy, their existence for us to be here and experience this freedom in this modern world. And I'm sure, yes, there's wars around, bad economy, weird politics, right? All sorts of chaos is happening, but we're still here. We're not fighting each other on a daily basis. So we're not in a game of survival. We're not trying. We don't need to kill anybody to just eat tonight. Like, that is a ridiculous world, and we have evolved. We're in this modern world of freedom. At the worst of things, there's expenses to life, right? But that's really the biggest problem we have, and so we should be grateful. Now, the side effect of that is that instead of being grateful, instead of pushing for life, instead of giving this 100% every single day, we're out here numbing ourselves to the porn, to the pizza, to whatever you're into, the French fries and cigarettes and alcohol, right? We're numbing ourselves on a daily basis and forgetting that there's a bigger purpose. There's a bigger purpose, a bigger desire, a bigger need for our existence. There's a whole different person underneath that is far away from this shallow surface. And for you to discover that person, you really got to go within. To go within, it will take hours, weeks, months, alone time, right? Solitude, journals, mindfulness practices, all sorts of stuff, right? But if you watch this video and you've been on this journey of letting go, quitting things, and I'm sure you've made some progress with it, because in reality, I'm not the right coach to be advertising for anything, right? Because I can't sell it to you by saying, oh, this is so hard, so you should pay me to help you. No. I want to make it simplified. I want to oversimplify it for you, actually. Now I'm going to say it. It's actually pretty easy. It's easy to let go. It's hard to fall back in. It's hard to not fall back in, but it's pretty easy to let go. And every single one of you guys can do that without needing help. But the moment arrives where the urge kicks in, there's no one around you, and you know that if you give in, no one's there to judge, and you can get away with it. And what I want you to remind yourself in that moment is that the porn will be there, the pizza will be there, the alcohol, man, the world is not going to run out of alcohol, okay? You cannot drink for the next 20 years, and then guess what? On year 21, there will be more alcohol in this world ready for you to go. You're not going to miss out on these opportunities. Giving into our destructive habits, giving into these soft addictions, it's just that silly, because there's nothing to miss out on. It's kind of like, I didn't buy the newest car. Well, next year the newest one will come. The year after that, the newest one will come. The new car never stopped coming. All right, this is the world we live in. So there's nothing to miss. The experience will always be there. It's always a choice. If you ever wanted it, you can come back to it. And there's zero judgment, right? There's zero guilt. If you find any guilt, you need to work towards getting rid of that. If you find any self-judgment, you need to work towards getting rid of that. Most of us struggle with these self-destructive behaviors, with these habits, with overeating, with pornography, wherever else. Most of us are struggling with these things for two reasons. One is the denial that once we let go of these things, the denial of the life we actually have kicks in, and we are not ready for that. We are unable to look at our lives and say, this isn't working. I gotta make a big change. I gotta leave this town. I gotta move on. I gotta leave my partner. This will be the best for him or her also, right? We are in denial of that. So we seek the destruction. We seek getting high. Number two, right? The reason number two is the self-judgment. The reason number two is is our way of putting guilt on our own shoulders. Because when we do let go, we always come back to it, right? Relapsing is a thing. And then we judge ourselves. We feel guilty. And so we're afraid of feeling guilty. We're afraid of those self-judgments. We're afraid of what would other people think of us if we open up and say, hey, there's a problem and I need some help. I can't do this alone. All sorts of judgments and guilt and negative mindsets that just pull us away from the desire to let go, and we stay in these habits, in these addictions. So recognize the judgments, recognize the self-destructive behaviors and all the guilt that comes with it, and let go of that denial, dude. Let go of the denial of the life you live in. Once you become sober, once you go through a good 3 months of it, then you actually experience the life you have. And yes, it might be ugly. Maybe your life sucks. But at least you're experiencing it sober, and you get to make a choice about it. And remember, we're not in a war zone. Remember, you probably are living in a country where your currency works. And so there's options, right? Life will get hard. Beyond the addiction, life does get hard, but there are options. Thank you.